What's up, everybody? Since I'm not going into work tomorrow because my job has put me in a corner in a very tough position, um, to the point where I don't think I can work for them anymore. I'm not going to work tomorrow, calling out. So that's about all I know. Let's see.
The Next Generation is
Oh,
my
we're
favorite
reacting
TV
to a little
show
bit of Mr. Plinkett, by the way, tonight. So I was like, well, let's do a little late night reaction videos. Let's relax. Give you my honest reaction, my input. I'm a Star Trek fan. I've watched every single episode of TNG, so I will critique Mr. Plinkett's critique. That'll be fun, all in good fun. I love Mr.
all
Plinkett.
time. It was made back when a season of television was 26 episodes long. This meant they had to shoot everything very quickly. It was also shot on film.
The fact that they were able to do 26, in my opinion, fairly high quality episodes back in the day is a testament to the sheer desire to make the show. I think the desire to make the show is real, you know? People wanted this show to happen.
Which meant no one could see what the hell they were doing, or what they had shot until later. The video assists back then probably weren't as good as they are today.
How do you make a show out of all of this?
I'm gonna talk.
Love you, LeVar. LeVar Burton's the man, by the way. Just gonna say that right now. Let's keep going. Is my microphone still going? Okay, hold on. Yeah. Okay, microphone's still going. Let's roll. By the way, just a quick shout out. Channel memberships are now a thing on this show. We're gonna get some. Let me put chats up as well. I realized I didn't even put chats on the screen. But yeah, since I'm not going into work tomorrow, I don't exactly know if I'm quitting or not. It's kind of up in the air. The place has stressed me out too much. It's honestly not just stressed me out. It's the pieces of garbage that I have to work for, that I have to answer to. The client that I have to answer to, it sucks. I'm not a fan. I've never been more done with anything in my life. Hey, but everybody, make sure you guys check out the show. We're going to react a little bit of Mr. Plinkett here in just a second. Channel memberships are now a thing. There we go. I'm gonna pin this shit. Hold on. I'll put you guys up on here in just a second. What you doing? Nothing much, man. Noodles says the Ferret Army go take down YouTube. Hell yeah. How are you doing today? Well, pretty good, man. Pretty good. How you doing, brother? My brother from... Are you a brony brother? We got a subscriber here. Trisco XDD. Hello. Hey, what up? Trisco. You guys, make sure you become a channel member. for as little as $1 per month today. Cancel anytime. You don't need to commit. You can, as far as I know, cancel anytime you want. So it's not a commitment. You can gift memberships to other people too, which is pretty dope. So I'm going to start doing live backstage live videos as well. You know, where I answer your guys' more personal questions, and there's a little more fair game, you know, to it, a little more no holds bar, because it's all behind a paywall. Mateo Castro said hi. Hello, Mateo Castro. Trisco XDD says, can I recommend you a song? Sorry if my English is bad. That's okay. It's all right, man. It's all good. But I appreciate you. Just do your best, man. Yeah, well, okay. I can't really play a song, but we're gonna, if you want, I can listen to the song later on my own, but I can't play it on here probably without getting copyright striked. So copyright strike is a real thing, you guys. Just want to give you guys a heads up on that.
Talk about that next. Stay out of this. The film frame was also a bit wider, allowing them to crop it to 4:3, the standard of TV back then, which meant so many things crept into the frame that weren't meant to be there, and some that were. They just didn't care. Things you couldn't see before outside the title safe zone. Things they couldn't take out.
That hurt some shit. It's very educational, though.
They didn't have the advanced computer technology we have today to digitally remove any mistakes either. Now that the show has been upgraded to Blu-ray quality, we could see everything. More than was ever intended to be noticed on your old standard definition TV.
This is fantastic, though. It is fun to see all the mistakes. Because, yeah, I mean, there's probably a lot of stuff that they failed to remove, and they probably didn't even notice in post-production. It's probably so minuscule that people thought, oh, it will never be seen. But I don't think people realized that 1080p would exist eventually. And
I often wonder how many
I saw it. I've seen it all. It's scary.
Someone on set said, oh, no one will ever notice that. So let's take a look at all the...
That is one of those things. It's like, I think exactly what Mr. Plinkett said. I don't think most of these production crew guys even knew that some of this shit was going to crop up later on.
Wonderful,
pretty cool. Hey, but you know what? Honestly, they filmed like 26 episodes per season. Mistakes were bound to be made. And all things considered, I think they did a hell of a job on this show. And I think Star Trek The Next Generation deserves so much credit. But I do love Mr. Plinkett's critiques. They are hilarious as fuck. And we all need to watch.
Star Trek The Next Generation.
By the way, did I mention you guys could become a channel member? As little as 99 cents. And the second level is $1.99. The reason for the 2 price tiers is because YouTube doesn't give you any other choice but to do a 2-level system, which is freaking annoying, by the way. Anyway.
Generation. A great show with heart, quality storytelling, and characters that are now legendary in the annals of pop culture. Hit it, Johnny. Number 1, general mistakes.
That face. Face. That's beautiful. Keep it going, Mr. Plinkett. I'm curious.
Here we have some carpet that they shove underneath the thing to keep it from rocking back and forth. They just grab some of the same colored carpet and shove it underneath. But you can't get it in the shot. You can see it. It's right.
Yep, you can see it right there, yeah. Hold on, let me move that out of the way. Let me see.
There.
Yep.
So this is some kind of stand, or C-stand, light stand, something. But then they noticed it was in the shot, and then somebody moved it for the next take. Watch the door. Watch the door. Watch the door. Okay, you're watching the door. Oh my god, somebody's moving it. Okay, watch the door. Watch the door. Oh, it opened again. Maybe she was coming back in because she forgot something. Hey, speaking of doors, somebody should close this one.
This is great, man. This is hilarious. Like the things that he notices, I would have never fucking noticed ever. Like in my wildest dreams. This is the magic of Mr. Plinkett, folks. This is the magic of the GOAT. Mr. Plinkett from, of course, done by my boy Big Mike from Red Letter Media. Mike and Rich, I love those guys.
Don't they close automatically? Oh, hey, speaking of doors, watch the door. Watch the door. Oh my God, it didn't close all the way. Somebody pull it closed with your cane.
Oh shit.
Pull it closed with your cane. I can do it. Oh, they noticed it was open, so they closed it now. Looks like a regular shot, huh? But what's that? Back on Captain Picard's chair. Looks like a clip.
So I don't. That's hilarious. The fucking clipboard is on the right hand. Oh, that's too good. I will say this though. Fun, interesting thing. I don't think Mike from Red Letter Media caught all of these mistakes. I'm pretty sure it was a collective effort. But I will say this. If Mike actually was able to see all these mistakes on his own without the help of the internet or anything, I'm actually kind of impressed. Not just kind of, like, incredibly impressed. Especially if he has that good of an eye, man, the guy's just insane. I love it though. I love Mike from Red Letter Media. Let's keep watching.
Board, or maybe it's a script. Keyboard. I don't know, but it's probably not supposed to be there. Neither is that. I think that's Michael Dorn's receipt for when he went to Chili's. It fell out of his pants. Now this down here, I think is like a power cord maybe that lights up the control panel. This is a much better way to light that kind of shot. You hide the cord in darkness. Now here you'll see the same kind of power cord. It's usually hidden behind the post that holds.
How does he notice this shit?
Over. Let's see, there's like an outlet back there or something, I think.
No way.
Now let's see if we can get the ship to go where we want.
I don't know what's going on here. Oh, somebody taped something to the back of the technical console. Maybe it's that lady's insulin pump.
Increase to warp 6.
Aye, sir. Full impulse.
What? Now I guess we'll talk about lights. That light is clearly out on Picard's command chair. Now somebody needs to get up to the bridge and change the bulb.
How? Like, I'm impressed, to be honest, that he can notice these inconsistencies.
Somebody gotta change the light bulbs in this thing above the door. Now, Whoopi, when you come into the room, press the button. Okay, turn on the monitor. Oh, Whoopi, how lazy can you be? You didn't even touch the button. Don't bump the chair, don't bump the chair. Oh, he bumped the chair. No, I think Brent Spiner has some kind of allergy in his left eye. I don't know if it's to the makeup or like the contact lenses, or I hope he's not allergic to cats, because he has one named Spot. Oh God, won't somebody sweep the floor?
This really is pretty fucking funny though, dude. Holy shit. We got Tanya Marie says, "Dear everyone, Elijah and Jesus both return as well." Okay, that's just male and gender. Jesus, I don't care. What is this? Is this Pride Month stuff? I don't know what this is.
Little wrappers, straw wrappers, and receipts from Chili's are all over the floor. Watch out, don't hit your hip on that, Deanna. It's sticking out of the door. Can somebody shave that down?
Captain.
What the hell is that? Somebody's purse? Somebody's insulin pump?
I will not grow old.
We've managed to shut down the probe's power system so we can beam it aboard. It's not going to be easy to figure out where this thing came from.
But
Oh, hey, I know that guy. He pushes the camera until it stops.
The camera
Yeah,
guy is
stop.
the
Good
camera
job,
guy's in
bro.
the fucking reflection. That is
Now, I
great.
must warn you, you could never
That's so fucking funny, man. How they are able to notice this shit is just beyond me. Rapture is for the wicked. Everyone else will celebrate, and God's real people will shine. Okay. Lying ministers all know the Bible is telling them to return the money. Dude, Tanya Marie, what are you going on about? Let's see. Selling the gospel is a sin, so anyone in churches is about to die. Okay. Let's see. World peace is coming. Oh, it's better than saying world death is coming. Thank goodness. Positive message. Tanya Marie says the New World Order ushers in Jesus who returned. Oh, wait. A universal income for everyone that remains will be initiated. Are you ready? Shine like a rainbow. How about this? You do your thing, I will do mine, and you just stay 500 fucking yards away from me.
See this, so be prepared. I think Patrick Stewart was able to play a couple notes that matched, but then they brought in like a musician to play the notes for him. I think. That's what it looks like to me. You see, the camera setup and the lighting is totally different, as is the background. And the hands on the second shot are a little different and a little more out of focus. I can only imagine what kind of weird position this guy's in. His head is probably right in Patrick Stewart's grundle. Now, I wasn't able to confirm this, but it looks kind of obvious to me.
It does.
I don't know, I could be wrong.
He's right. Actually, that looks like a set of course, a set of actual musicians' hands. Like the musician who can play it is actually playing, pushing the holes and. That is funny. That's really good. That's a good find, man. These are excellent finds. Mr. Plinkett has an eye for detail that I cannot match. My boy Nate Dogg says that Tanya, my body is ready. These are fun though. I'm glad to see my boy Nate Dogg in the house tonight. We're reacting to Mr. Plinkett, but I'm celebrating doing memberships. I know I'm a hypocrite, by the way, to everybody. I had said that I never wanted to do them because I didn't want to take from the pockets of my viewers. But I decided, talking to a few of the viewers on a live video earlier, that the viewers are okay with it as long as I keep the majority of my content free. So, for instance, like 95% of my content's all free, available to anybody who wants to see it. 5% of it will be behind a 99-cent per month paywall, which is honestly not too bad. Actually, technically $1.99 because YouTube only allows 2-level memberships, which is fucking annoying. So if you want to get more, you have to pay $1.99 a month. If you're okay with a little bit less, pay 99 cents. It's a weird fucking deal. I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna get fired, absolutely, I agree 100%, Nate. It's not financial advice, Nathan. You know it. Legally, talk to a registered financial advisor and a registered sex offender. No, just kidding. But asking me for financial advice is like asking Diddy if he's ever cared about consent. You know it's true. You know it's true. But yeah, Mr. Plinkett's eye for detail. I just want to say, I'm trying not to divert the thing. I do feel bad because I feel like I'm kind of put in a position right now where if I do get fired, which I don't know if I will, or if I decide to quit, I don't think I'm going to quit. But if I get fired, I do need a little bit of income. So mooching off of my viewers, if anybody wants a membership, you may sign up. 5% of my content's going to be exclusive. It's just going to be like after show content. So it's going to be like I'll do an hour stream, then I'll do like a 30-minute live show after that stream ends, just exclusively for members that can view it and stuff like that. So I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be enjoyable having like kind of it's like a backstage sort of experience. So like you get to be the virtual groupie, and I get to be, I get to be your AI boyfriend. Is how it works. We're all in the metaverse together, you guys. Yeah, and I'm a sellout. I agree. I actually felt pretty bad having to come to that decision. But I will say, if I start making a shit ton of money off of watch time ads when that does come into effect, then yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Now it's like super creepy and weird.
Good. Very good.
The ship is falling apart.
Coffee stain. Camera mark.
The things that he notices. I will admit, it is way easier to see all these inconsistencies when you're viewing this on 1080p. That is a true fact. so he's able to see all these now that a lot of the episodes have been released in full Blu-ray quality.
More coffee stains. Bubbled up carpet.
How is he seeing this shit?
On the carpet.
Yep,
More
there's those.
coffee
Oh,
stains.
that's some
Somebody
questionable
scuffed
stains.
The wall. Their shoe. Morph's targ like pooped on the floor. Pissed on it. Oh, Jesus! Will somebody clean this car?
How is he noticing this? Honestly, Mr. Plinkett, Mike from Red Letter Media, man, you are a. What, I wonder what the comments say on this. It's sad people don't realize this isn't a Mr. Plinkett video. This is just Mike talking normally now. Oh, that's so good. This person says, I love how Mike has rewatched TNG so many times. He just sees power cords in carpet squares now. Oh man, I've watched a lot of. I've watched so much Next Generation. Like, I'm pretty sure I've watched at least every episode 2 times. Like, that's how much I love TNG.
Carpet stains everywhere. Oh, we're done talking about the carpet. What's that? I don't know. Is that part of the set? Is that? I can't tell. Oh, wait a minute. I think I hear someone cleaning the carpet. Actually, there's of course there's a vacuum. Good job, lady. The maid came in.
Oh, there's a cord.
Do you have to do it now, though? We're talking.
And the cord is still there. Oh,
somebody left their extension cord. Oh, I guess we're back to the carpet again. Now, in this area of the ship...
I will say it is interesting how many things were on the set that they just didn't remove. However, this is in wide 1080p, so they're actually... I think they could digitally edit a lot of this shit out, but it's pretty tough.
A little tiny square of carpet that they used to cover up something. Like maybe a tear in the carpet or a coffee stain or something.
How is he fucking noticing this?
I think it's like later seasons. Now they finally...
Like, I see it because he's pointing it out, but like, me watching this over again, I would never have noticed. It's crazy how he notices this shit.
Should have replaced the carpet. I don't know. What I do know, with all the filming, these sets take a beating.
The ship is falling apart.
The ship is falling apart.
The ship is...
I love how they're playing with Dr. Pulaski. The ship is falling apart. This is great, man. This is fantastic.
falling apart.
Dent.
The ship is falling apart.
Dent. Some kind of puncture holes? What the hell?
The ship is falling apart.
Oh, shit, dude. I can't. I just can't. This guy is... Mr. Plinkett's a legend. Mr. Plinkett's a fictional character. He's voiced by, once again, Mike from Red Letter Media. He's funny, dude. Oh, man. Sammy Boy says, hey, did you get my email? I did. I haven't really been... actually, I saw it, but honestly, I've been lazy. I've not been reading the Garza Media's Gmail. I saw it come up in a notification, but I've been lazy. I've been going through some shit and trying to stay focused more on the YouTube channel. I'm just kind of focusing on things that I can control. Because at this point, I'm just gonna say this right now. My job feels like I'm on thin ice with my job. They're on thin ice with me. Just there's no trust between my job and I anymore, and it's frustrating. I'm having trouble wanting to be there. Thinking about doing DoorDash full time though. Like, it's actually a real consideration. I actually think I would enjoy... I mean, I've done pretty much full days of doing DoorDash before, so it's not like it's anything new, and honestly, I could do 10 orders a day and be perfectly content with that. Anyway, sorry, but yeah, and I'm going off on a long explanation. I've just been a little bit bitter and a little bit pissed, so I'm just kind of going through one right now, but it's all right. It's all right. Oh, Rika.
So I guess they just use
another power cord
on the Enterprise. Light up
another fucking power cord.
Sick bay beds and other parts of the ship too. This person didn't even plug in their thing. And engineering? It was like a brown extension cord. Just like...
I don't know. I just can't help it. I can't help how amazing this guy is. The man's just got an eye for detail. Sammy Boy says, "Oh no, that sucks, bro. I literally just quit my job too, unemployed at the moment." Yeah, I'm sorry, bud. That sucks too. Do you at least have anything going on? Like, you at least living with your parents or anything, bud? Like, hopefully you got some sort of safety net that you can rely on to some degree, you know. Because honestly, right now, things seem really uncertain. Like, not just my job, but I feel like it seems that way across the economy overall. So, I don't know. It's wild. But man, yeah, if you want to let us know what happened, man, we're all ears.
Laying there? I don't know what that is. A bunch of tape? Black tape? I don't know. Something holding up the panel? Okay, so watch this lady with the gray hair. She's what we call a featured extra. Here she is again. She's like a nurse or something.
We're gonna be seriously undermanned if we're forced to engage the Romulans in battle.
The Romulans are your problem.
Now, show what? Did you see it? Did you see it?
Oh wait, she's also
Talk
there.
to
Okay,
Jordy.
okay, that's actually a good one. That's a funny find because the extra's here, but she's also on the bridge. Well, the extra is a Q. That's the only determination. This woman is a Q. That's why she could be anywhere at once.
There she is in the background. But
Oh,
she's
shit.
also on the bridge at the same time.
Oh shit!
I don't know. Maybe she's got a twin sister. Or, more likely, maybe someone made a huge blunder. Patrick Stewart's getting sleepy.
Your ship and begin the negotiations.
Yes.
He barely keep his eyes open and listen to this lady talk. Oh, that's not a button. Yeah.
All right, let's see. Sammy Boy says, "I have my mom helping me a lot, and I'm withdrawing from alcohol. It sucks. I feel so embarrassed and like a bad son. Trying to get into an inpatient program so I don't die from..." Yeah, man. Alcohol withdrawal is not something you want to mess with. Especially if you feel like you got a problem with alcohol, man. It's best to avoid things that you feel throw you down into a bad pit, honestly. I don't drink as much because I felt like alcohol was not really doing anything good for me. It helps sometimes. I thought about drinking today, but I was like, no, I'm going to tackle this sober. I'm going to tackle my feelings as soberly as possible. So, it's something, it matters. So, but I'm glad that your mom's helping you out, man. That's good shit. I will say this. Here's the thing, man. I think cold turkey, and this is my opinion, not medical advice. I think sometimes cold turkey is not always the best way to do it. I think that it could be a bad idea. So I think like a little bit of alcohol, like we're talking about maybe a Coors Light or something, just a little bit to get in the system. You don't want to be, I think going completely cold turkey from alcohol is a bad call. I know that if I'm hungover or like really, really hungover, drinking just one beer helps me out a lot because I'm at least able to get a little alcohol in my system. I'm not having those withdrawal symptoms. I'm still feeling kind of shitty, but I at least got a little alcohol in me. But it's not too much, you know what I mean? So it's trying to find that, just a little bit here, wean yourself off. It's like weaning yourself off alcohol is like literally weaning yourself off breast milk. That's what I assume, at least. Sammy Boy says, "I won't tell anyone to never drink, but just watch how far you go." Yes. Yes and yes. You don't want to overdo it. Things happen in life, obviously. But you do want to keep an eye on how much you drink. If you have to, set a limit for yourself. Whenever I'm out with the boys, any of my boys, I stick to like maximum 3 drinks. Michael Thompson says, "Drugs are bad, okay?" Yeah, and beyond, just, yeah. Man, just definitely, yeah, if you're drinking heavily, like hard liquor, that's a big deal too. So, if you are going to quit, I think gradually weaning yourself off. I really think that's the key. That's how I, let's see. Sammy Boy says I need medical intervention. Addictive personality and depression got me into this. So here's the thing, and this is an unpopular opinion, but there's no shame in having an addictive personality. I have a very addictive personality. It's what you're addicted to is the problem. So if you're addicted to stupid shit, that's the problem. It's not that you have an addictive personality that's the problem. Addiction's not a problem. What you're addicted to is the problem. So, or it could be the solution. For instance, I'm addicted to things that make my life better, at least to some degree. I'm addicted to working hard, working smart. I'm addicted to investing. That's a good thing. You have to find things that because here's the thing. If you have an addictive personality, truth be told, there is no way to cure that without a lobotomy. And a lobotomy's off the table, obviously. So don't go the lobotomy route. I feel like a lot of drugs, I feel like lobotomize people. That's one of the reasons I never stuck with prescription drugs. I tried some when I was younger. I kind of had to. I was forced into that shit. And I hated it. I was like, no, fuck this shit. So yeah, better off. Way better off. Let's see. Michael Donaldson says, no work tomorrow. You're up late. I just about quit my job today. I was close. I was really close. I had a one-on-one with my fucking lead. She's awful. And yeah, I'm not going in tomorrow though. I already made the determination that I'm calling out tomorrow. If they want to fire me, they can. I mean, I go to work every day. I show up. I show out. I do a good job. But they just nitpick and nitpick and nitpick, and I'm meeting the criteria. It's funny when I'm meeting and handle time expectation, but they're still bitching about something. It's not even the quality of my work's pretty good too. The irony is the quality's great, the quantity's great. I take a lot of calls. My average handle time, the combination of my talk time and my wrap up time, they're both within the specs. And I don't know. They're giving me shit, and I think they're trying to push me out, but I'm not going to do that. They keep telling me that's not the case, but no, it's the case. It's absolutely the case. And we've had 2 people quit. Now, we had 2 people get fired, like actually fired for underperformance. But then we also had 2 people just straight up quit because, honestly, I'm pretty sure they couldn't take having to work for an incompetent leadership. Because our leadership sucks. If I'm going to be honest, sucks ass. This is the worst. First off, the client sucks. Like, the calls are easy, but the clients, I don't even want to say the word. They're just fucking stupid. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah. Wow, Garza, you're a machine. Are you still awake? Yep, I'm still awake. Donaldson said, I remember you telling you months ago to look at other options. You'd better start looking, man. I mean, I don't need another job. I mean, I do DoorDash on the side. If I want to, I could do 8 hours of delivery driving, and it doesn't faze me at all. My car gets really good gas mileage, and I track my miles using a mile tracker app. So I'm good either way. I don't need another job. I'm trying to get fired though, like not for underperformance or anything, because I'm better than that. But I want to get fired because of conflict of personality. Because it's the truth. I do have a conflict of personality with my immediate lead, and I do not like her. I think she's a shitty person. I think she is one of the worst leads I've ever had the displeasure of working with. And I hope to never talk to her again. It's gotten to the point where it's either I don't think I could do it anymore. It's not even the job. The job is tolerable. Some of the expectations are a little ridiculous, considering that I meet the handle time, which is a combination of wrap time and talk time. Yet my talk time is a little bit high, but they're complaining about it. Why would they complain about that when my combination of the two meets the standard for average handle time. That doesn't make any sense. I've been on a few clients before. All they care about is the average handle time. They don't care about the individual rap time or the individual voice time. They just care that I'm meeting the ticket. So. Let the paper pushers do the manual labor themselves. Let them come begging for someone. Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things that it's honestly, it's like I said, if I want to do DoorDash, I could do DoorDash, and I will if I have to. Like, and honestly, I'm looking to make sure that I start getting subscription memberships for the show. That's another thing I'm trying to do. I'm really working on, become a channel member for as little as $1 per month. And I'm at this point just kind of trying to experiment, what will people want from the show? I'm not going to do a bunch of exclusive content, but it's really just there to kind of keep the channel alive sort of thing, keep the lights going. Because if I do lose my job, I should have side income. And if I get side income from memberships, I'm pretty proud of it. So I'm not ashamed of any of that. But yeah, tough time. I'm having a tough time with it. I just so yeah, like I said, it's pretty easy. I'll do DoorDash if I have to. I already do DoorDash about an hour or two per week anyway, so it wouldn't hurt to do 40 hours a week. It would be less stress, honestly. I like driving around. I actually kind of enjoy driving around, if I'm going to be honest, because I get to listen to music, and if I get tired of listening to music, I just turn the music off and just focus on the driving. That'll be about it. Sammy Boy says, I was working as a package delivery, and my boss gave me a van with expired tags and no proof of insurance, and when I brought it up, he was willing to give me another van, but no explanation of why the vehicle had no papers or tags or anything. Weird. That's a weird situation.
Captain.
But here, I'm going to react to a little more of this Mr. Plinkett's super happy, fun Star Trek The Next Generation's Mistakes video. Let's take a look.
Boom. Pushed him right into that crash pad. Nice soft foam to land on.
Oh, you can see the crash land. Okay.
We can only do this one time. Everybody run up, but nobody drop your phaser. Oh,
Phaser drop.
We're rehearsing today at 1:30.
Okay, this is a nitpick, I'll admit it, but I've never heard any character say non-military time on Star Trek. Okay, check out this guy here. He has the short hair, it's kind of graying. It's the old white guy, middle-aged white guy. There he is, right? Now in this shot they use the reverse, but then they cut to this, and
what?
Oh, that's not him.
unless they switched out mid. That's a fun find. How is he able to find this? By the way, you guys are probably wondering, why am I doing a nitpicking video? Well, I'm doing this in honor of the lead that I have to work for. The lead I have to work for loves to nitpick, but the difference between this and my lead is that the nitpicking she does is quite frankly ridiculous. I've never worked for a supervisor who micromanages or nitpicks my performance the way my lead does. I want it to be very known. So, she's awful.
That's like a Mexican guy or something. It's just a standard stock reverse plate. They did it all the time back then. Saves them some money, you know. I have absolutely no idea why there are tire tracks on this deserted planet.
I'm not sure, sir.
Yeah. This is an interesting find. I never noticed this before, but yes, those do not look like naturally occurring formations on this alien planet. This is great, dude.
Congratulations. What a wonderful choice, sir. You'll be able to shape the minds of the future leaders of Starfleet.
Riker's talking, but in the reverse shot, he's not. That's just a little editing
You'll be able to
mistake.
shape the minds of the future leaders of Starfleet.
Riker? I bet he sleeps in his uniform.
He doesn't sleep in his uniform. He sleeps in embarrassing blue pajamas. What a...
Well, I like those blue pajamas. What are you talking about, Mr. Plinkett? Come on, brother. Oh, man, those are some good-looking... I like those PJs. Mr. Plinkett's a hater. Damn hater.
gaff. Mention roll beams in. Reverse, you could see her stepping down. Reverse, now she's stepping down. That's just a little editing thing.
They will follow.
Oh, somebody check the focus. Check the focus. Somebody check the focus. There you go. That's it.
You mentioned your impending death, Grandpa.
I did?
May I say you face it with remarkable courage and stoicism.
Did you catch it? You see, they didn't have a shot of the old man looking up, so they used a shot of him looking down and reversed it.
Oh.
Explain.
You know, this is a pretty classic editing trick.
That's a good editing trick. I mean, if they didn't have the shot they needed of the old man doing what they needed him to do, yeah, that's not bad. Without telling me. Huh. Let's keep going.
What did you need?
173467.
Now this is just a little nugget I noticed. Data recites a very long password in Captain Picard's voice to lock out the computer or do something like that. Lock it, can take control of the ship.
17346732.
But when you watch it on the screen, bunch of errors.
Oh, they didn't get it right. That's an interesting. That's actually kind of a funny nitpick right there. That's a funny one because, like, yeah, he doesn't get it. Obviously, they don't even get it right on the screen. It's crazy. The things he notices. Now, I'm sure it's not just him. I'm sure that he has scoured Reddit. I'm sure he has scoured various Star Trek message boards, and people have found errors in the show. And then he's able to locate them, obviously, by looking them up on the Blu-ray. But even then, it's still funny that I love the level of dedication they have to finding these funny little errors in the show. It's great. Also, it's nice because I remember a lot of these episodes, and it's fun.
If I were not a consummate professional and an android, I would find this entire procedure insulting.
Number 2, black paper. Now, my friends, it's time for the famous black paper.
Why was I never told about this?
Because it's not particularly important.
Most of you have probably heard of this before, but a lot of it's from the early seasons. Occasionally,
The black
they
paper.
built the set with this like plexiglass that reflected the lights. So when they had a shot and they knew the lights were in the shot, they would just tape up some matte black paper all over the back terminals to kind of hide the lights, the reflections of the lights. You know.
The problem is that really kind of screws up the little layouts, you know? I mean, that makes the layouts look so tacky. Even in the standard definition, I'm sure most people would have noticed. Crazy.
Slow to impulse.
Short and long range sensor scans negative, Captain.
Play in a standard search pattern.
Again, it's one of those things where it's like, whoa, it's way in the background. Nobody will ever notice it. Sometimes it's pretty seamless or hard to notice. Sometimes it's really far in the background. Sometimes it's super distracting.
Systems back online. Back online, sir.
Yeah, look at that. Boom. Boom. It's crazy how much... I mean, I understand the purpose of it because these screens, were very reflective of light, obviously. And they had they're glass, basically. And... I mean, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I get it.
Sir, they were never off.
Oh, God.
Our sensors indicate that the microbrain expends a tremendous
Jesus.
amount of energy during...
I mean, just have... Oh, my God.
That's a lot.
Oh, my God.
That's a fucking lot.
So these are later seasons. I think this is season 3 or 4 or something. I don't know. Oh, Jesus. Can you move the lights to a different spot? This is like clearly like the camera's right there. I think that's like the reflection of the camera is Just put a big piece of matte black paper over it. There's some more. We're almost done. Jesus, that one's really bad. It's like right there. Just have Riker step like forward like an inch.
Prepare to enter standard orbit.
Ew.
Thus protecting others from the effects of this deterioration.
You haven't been doing a very good job.
Oh, you know she dropped it hot.
Oh, everybody, that's the poop room. I think that's where the only bathroom on the Enterprise exists, is on the bridge. I remember there was a blueprint, and on the blueprint it doesn't describe if there's bathrooms in the ship's quarters, but because you never see a toilet. But in the blueprint, I guess there's only one bathroom listed, and I think it's like on the bridge, if I remember right. I'm probably remembering this incorrectly, but I remember there's only just one bathroom, so everybody's got to share the same bathroom. I love this show.
This is very amusing.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, but he persistently missed packages. So he scheduled his delivery.
Number 3, boom mics, lights, and flags.
But now, let me show you something I'll bet you haven't seen before. None of this ever appears in an episode of the show.
Wrong. There it is. Oh, that's just peeking in. I'm not sure if this is a barn door or a mic. This is clearly a reflection of a boom mic in the glass.
Yeah,
that
is one thing about this show, is that the boom mics do tend to peak. They do get in the shot sometimes. And that happens. Like I said, you're filming hours and hours of footage. And 26 episodes, man, per season. It's a lot of episodes, man. The shows, they have a lot of film time that they have to do. A lot of takes. Maybe not like too many, but, they do the best they can.
That glass, thankfully. Oh, little cord on a boom mic. A lot of boom shadows, too. Especially in the early seasons. There's a shadow on the left, and then it's a reflection in the glass. Plexiglass. That plexiglass, Jesus, that caused so many problems on this show. So many reflections, things that you should never see. There's that boom.
See the boom mic.
There's a mirror.
Yeah, you see the boom mic. Well, that's funny.
Here comes the boom mic.
Now you see it in the reflection. There it is.
There it is, peeking again on the top
there
of the frame.
There we go.
I think that's picking Worf up.
Open hailing frequencies.
Well, here it is. Yeah, right next to some black paper, too. Oh, there it is. I see it.
I don't know. For me, this enhances the magic of the show more than anything. It enhances the magic of the show that I already feel for it, and it's incredible. I love it. What a great show, man. Overall, one of the best shows of all time. Star Trek, The Next Generation, baby. I don't think I'm going to watch all this tonight. I am honestly a little bit tired. Make sure you guys check out realgarza.com. Also, if you can, become a channel member today. I don't have any channel members yet, but the memberships you can now get a membership at any time, which is really cool. So honestly, anybody who wants to become a channel member, please go for it. I would appreciate it big time. And even if you don't, no worries. But I'm excited, though, if we get memberships, man. So I'm really trying to see if we can get our first membership tonight. It is 99 cents per month or $1.99. The $1.99 does give you quite a, well, I wouldn't say quite a bit more, but a little bit more. The 99-cent one at least gives you some abilities, like you can do like a highlighted comment. You could do like all sorts of things. So you do get some advantages by having the 99-cent membership. Also, there are members-only chats. You do get a certain label as a member, which is kind of cool. You get that fancy priority. I also get to prioritize comments from people who are members, which is kind of cool. So it allows me to prioritize your comments and respond to them accordingly, which is really cool. So I mean, there's a lot of benefits, and the more members we have, the better. I did a few calculations, and just having 400 memberships would essentially pay for the majority of my surprisingly I pay at least half of my rent, which is insane, which is really cool, by the way. But yeah. Weird day for me, man. Weird day for me.
I can. Another reflection of a boom mic. Glad they got rid of that stupid privacy glass thing. Hey, I think we can hide the boom mic behind these, like, wooden things, huh? No one will see it. Oh, wait. Oh, God.
It's kind of there.
You still
There are some of these that you really have to reach to see these. So
have to take calculus.
Oh, my.
Oh, shit. Michael Donaldson just became, let's see. There we go. So, wow, we got our first membership. Michael motherfucking Donaldson, $1.99 a month. Just to let you know, Michael Donaldson, if you don't enjoy the membership at any point, you can always unsubscribe. I just want to let you know that, so you're never tied down to the membership. I just want you to be aware of that. So, and I appreciate it, man. Michael Donaldson is officially our very first member of the show. It is $1.99 a month. It's 99 cents for the first tier, and the second tier, which I think, I think he got the first tier. Hold on. I already forgot how my tiers on this work. But no, big shout out, by the way, to Mr. Donaldson. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Mr. Donaldson is now our very first member of our cult. No, I'm just kidding. Mr. Donaldson, man. Hell yeah. It's funny. I set up 2 tiers, but I can't remember which one is which. I don't even know my own tier system. I know that there is the cheapest one for 99 cents a month. And then there's trying to remember which one is which. Oh, here are the levels. Let's take a look at the levels. Oh, yes. Support the channel plus the perks. Okay. So he got the 99-cent one per month. So you get so what he does is he gets loyalty badges and emoji, members only live chats, priority reply to comments. So if I do a live video, I can do a members only live chat where everybody can watch the live video, but only members can chat in, which is kind of cool. So I could exclusively do those. Michael Donaldson says $1 or $2 a month. Now you can quit your job. Once I get $2 a month from my YouTube memberships, I'll be able to quit. No, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, man. Thank you. I wanted to pick the lowest prices because, I care about the budget of the people who watch my show. And the only reason I do it really is it's really to support the channel. Plus, you get little perks. You know, I could do videos where it's only members only, where where the live video is everybody can watch the live video, but only the members can chat in. So that's an interesting idea. I may do one of those here pretty soon, where it's a members only chat, but everybody can watch live video at the same time. So that'll be fun. It'll be an interesting one to try. Let's see. Now, I am a little bit confused on how to set this up. There's going to be some learning curves for me for sure. Because I do want to do... You know, because you get badges and emojis and stuff. And so there are the YouTube badges, which is kind of cool. I can actually make... Oh, I can make custom badges? No way. That's hilarious. So if I want to, if I choose to, I'm going to use the YouTube custom ones, though, of course. Special features. Yeah, this is really cool. So the more members we get, the better. But no, I appreciate that, Mr. Donaldson. And you have a badge. So what's really neat is these badges, by the way. The blue one means that you're a new member. And the longer you've been apart, the longer you've been a member, you get a certain badge. How do I get an emoji? That is a good question, Mr. Donaldson. The emoji, how does that work? Let's see. Upload your emoji. So emoji are fun graphics. Okay, I already know that part. Hold on. So let me see here. So it says this. Upload your emoji. Emojis are fun graphics that members can use in live chat and comments on your videos. Upload ones that help fans express emotions, reactions, or share inside jokes. Your emoji will appear in the emoji picker. Your members can also use emoji in comments and live chat by typing : immediately before and after the emoji name. For example, if the emoji name is wow, members can type wow to make it appear. Interesting. I don't know how, this is very new to me. 32 by 32 pixels, huh? So I just upload little... Oh, it's the minimum size. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it's one of those things that it's very new to me, but this is really cool though. I definitely do want to get a lot of this set up. So the emoji thing, that's something I will have to set up. I want to put that on my to-do list. But yeah, it's really cool. I'm going to try to spend a lot of time learning how this membership stuff works, because honestly, this may have to be another form of side income for me, at least if I do lose the job. I just don't have a lot of faith that I'm going to be wanted anymore at that place. Even though I performed well, they might find an excuse to push me out, and that sucks. It does.
My God. Follow Jonathan with the boom, okay? He's walking towards the kid. Oh. Oh my God. Oh Jesus, that's everywhere.
Yeah, it's crazy how often the boom mics are seen in the reflection. Like I said, I really don't think that it's anything that you would notice majority of the time, but it's crazy. Let's see. Yeah, I do kind of want to eventually figure those. Not too. I don't want to wait too long, but let's see. Yeah, it's really fun though. I think having the channel memberships is a good way for me to fund the channel to some degree. It kind of fund my life a little bit. Indiana Pacers won tonight against the, which is wild to me. Dude, the Indiana Pacers, you just can't count them out. They won a game against OKC. I did not expect that to happen. OKC choked the shit out of that game. OKC is definitely the better team, which is why I'm surprised they choked as hard as they did. But yeah, that was wild. But hey, let's give another shout out to my boy though, Mr. Donaldson though, the first ever channel member of the Michael Garza show. And no pressure, by the way, Mr. Donaldson. If you choose at any point to unsubscribe, I support it. I support anybody who needs to unsubscribe at any point, because I'm gonna try to offer some fun exclusive content. But you know, I appreciate the show's support. I just don't want to I don't want to pressure anybody. So there's zero obligation, zero pressure to keep it. I just want people to know that. So, because I care about your wallets, and that's why that's why I didn't want to offer high membership fees. I don't want to do that. You guys are too awesome to try to. I just don't want to exploit anybody. And am I being crazy by doing that? I don't know. I'd rather be ethical and kind. You can still get rich being ethical and kind, by the way. I just want everybody to know that. Michael Donaldson says yes, that's another thing. I forgot about that. Yes, Michael Donaldson was also the first ever to super chat on this channel. So that's a big deal. Mr. Donaldson. Dude, Mr. Donaldson's been the first on a lot of things. He's going to go on this. If there's a Hall of Fame for this show, Tim Smith is in it. If there's a Mount Rushmore of like people who've contributed in fun ways, not just in super chats, but in just fun ways. Michael Donaldson, besides the super chats, honestly, I enjoy every time you come on, man. So just in general, there's a Mount Rushmore. It's Mr. Donaldson, Yoggers, Tim Smith. I think Tim Smith is number one though. Tim Smith is the GOAT. He's been here for a very long time. Michael Donaldson, Yoggers, as far as like people consistently coming on. Of course, my girlfriend loves to watch the show from time to time. As long as I'm not talking about my boyfriend, Donald Trump, you know. But no, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. But yeah, make sure you guys, also another thing I like to encourage is, people subscribing to these cool people. So subscribe to Mr. Donaldson if you guys can, if anybody's watching at the moment. I see we got 4 people, but let's just give another shout out again to Mr. Donaldson. Welcome to, you're the newest member. And, I think people can gift memberships as well. That's another thing. I don't know how people gift memberships. I don't even know how that works, but, there's all sorts of fun little facts. You can create members only shorts, an easy way to provide lightweight content. Interesting. Get more fans excited to join by making new or existing videos members only. I don't want to, here's the thing. A lot of the videos that have already been free are going to remain free. A lot of videos that I do on this channel are going to still be free. I just want to let everybody know that. But I still do plan on doing after show content, and that's the thing. I want to do a little bit of after show content, stuff that gets people going, gets people excited, and that matters to me. I want to keep the show entertaining because you guys, honestly, I'm going to say this, you guys entertain me too. Oddly enough, I think I'm more entertained by you guys than you guys are entertained by me. I mean that. Like, I enjoy these conversations because I feel like you guys all have pretty keen minds and you're all individuals. I think that's the best part. I enjoy talking to people who have their own thoughts. I feel like, that they're not too muddled by the world, by everybody else around them. They try their best to have their own frame of, I can't speak. Their own mindset, And look, a lot of ideas are rehashed and stuff like that. So like, it's good to read books. It's good to learn things. It's good to see from other people's perspectives, but it's good to have your own perspective too and take that into account along with the perspectives that you've accumulated from other people. So that's my food of thoughts, my wisdom of the night. I think I'm just a little delirious. I had a little bit of Orange Crush at the movie theater. We watched, by the way, we watched Dogma, the re-release of Dogma in the Pony Village Mall Cinema, and it was a really good re-release. I only watched the video, I think, I watched the movie when I was 19, I think. So crazy, it's crazy. It was fun to see though. All right, we're gonna watch a little more of this because this is kind of fun to watch. I'm not gonna lie, this is great.
It's just a shadow. There's a little shadow. Boom shadow.
The Cardassian vessels have set a course for Ramazan.
Oh my god, it's coming, isn't it? It's gonna happen, isn't it? The suspense is killing me. It's gonna happen. Where is it? There it is.
The boom mic.
We maintain watch on a planet that is now totally dead.
Come on over, Jordy. Oh god. Oh god.
Boom mic is so.
Did everybody see that? Oh god. Just cover the boom mic with black paper.
I want to meet her, not dissect her.
Jesus, I think this is like a later season.
Yep, boom mic.
No. Get rid of that.
Their impulse system is down as well.
Oh my god.
Is at extremely low levels.
There it is. Get out of the frame. Get out of the frame.
Whoa, target faces.
No. What? Whoa. This one's like the ghost of a boom shadow. Someone calls Zach Baggins.
In a traditional...
Oh, God. Why do you have to have her stand right in front of the black plastic thing? Stand right to the right or the left. For Christ's sake. Now, this you probably wouldn't have noticed on your old TV, but there's a light stand and a light. There's a barn door and some light. I think that's a flag attached by a C-stand knuckle, but I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Where? Barn doors. Right on the top. Some more barn doors. Bunch of reflections of lights in Captain Picard's fish tank. I guess this shot is kind of ironic, huh? That damn black plastic thing. Do we need a picture of the ship there? Do we know what the ship looks like? Do you need to have a picture there? There's a light. A bunch of a flag too. There's a flag and a light and a little tiny piece of black paper. Why not? A little tiny piece of black paper and a whole bunch of lights reflected there.
She must understand what that means.
Tiny little legs from a stand. Come on, guys, get it together.
But I will say though, with the 99-cent, one, at least everybody gets like some really cool little perks. I'm gonna try to, like I said, to explore what membership benefits actually are overall. So I have a general idea, but it's cool you get your own badge though. Like, people now can see that Mr. Donaldson's got his own cool little badge, and the color of the badge changes, by the way, the longer that you're a member. So for example, if you're a member for like 4 months or something like that, or 6 months, it changes to a different color. So it's kind of neat. And if I really want to, I could put my own custom icons on there, which would be very interesting. I might have to work on that. I might even have ChatGPT make me some interesting little icons. We'll figure it out, though. We'll figure it out. And then I'll upload them to the YouTubes. But everybody gets their own little custom emoji as well. So we'll see how that works. I'm going to learn a little bit more about memberships, though. Like I said, just got it started. Really, at this point, it's just to support the channel. To keep the lights on, basically, is kind of how these memberships are working. But it's also a way for me to highlight users that I really appreciate. And also, I as much as I love getting super chats from you guys, I just feel like super chats get too spendy, and I would rather advertise you guys for a very cheap price. Donaldson says no Diddy stuff. You're asking a lot from me, man. Try not to. I'm gonna try to do some extra shows. Now, I will say the 99-cent subscription that you have, doesn't give any exclusive video content to you. I believe it doesn't do any of that. But you do, like I said, you do get members only chats capability. So for example, if I do a live video and I set it up to where only members can chat in, I can set that up. I can make that happen. In fact, I could probably make that happen right now if I really wanted to. Let's see what the studio says on here. Stream health, viewer activity, stream settings. Let's see. Enable auto start, enable 360 video and lists. Normal latency. Okay. Huh. Musty is all good. I can upgrade? Yeah, so like I said, there's 2 tiers. YouTube forced me to have 2 tiers because it only lets you have it doesn't let you just have one solid. I just wanted to do a 99-cent one, but it told me I had to do a 99-cent and a $1.99. So I was like, fuck, okay. The $1.99 gets you the maximum deal. So if I have exclusive content, the $1.99 gives you the ability to look at the exclusive content. So I could do like exclusive live videos. And if there's not many members, members could actually have a live chat with me, which is kind of cool. There'd also be exclusive videos. I mean, it is fun. I could go over more financial stuff with people that, you know, maybe I wouldn't discuss normally. Even though all my financial theories are all laid out there. You know, I could talk about a few little portfolio theories that I have and stuff like that in more depth. So I don't know. I could be like a private consultant in some ways, but I'm not a financial advisor though. I just kind of give my input and opinion on things, and that's about it. Very basic, nothing crazy. The mussy is the bussy, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm that kind of guy. Oh, Lordy. Oh, okay. So that's how I do it. Interesting. So visibility, I can make the visibility members only. What I'm curious about is how do I set it up for members? Viewer activity. Okay, that's good. Stream is healthy. I'm trying to figure out like some of the tools. You know what I mean? Like, how can I make it to where only the members can view it? That sort of thing. It's definitely a work in progress for sure. So Mr. Donaldson's asking what happened between Trump and Elon. So they had one of the craziest fallouts I've ever seen. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go to Twitter right now. I don't feel like logging into X. Hold on. I'm just gonna go to my Michael Garza 69. And then we'll just view some random shit. Oh, it forces you to log in? That's stupid. Well, here, let me just look up the entire Twitter spout real quick. Hold on. So I am kind of curious to see what has been said. I haven't literally looked too much into this. All I heard was just that there were some spouts between the two. Even though I don't trust the BBC, I will take a look here. Let's see. You know, they're just a couple titans, man. They're just a couple interesting dudes who just too many chiefs, man. Too many chiefs. I want to see their Well, here's some live updates on the Wall Street Journal. What Musk said is Musk, who spent hundreds of millions of dollars to help get Trump elected, said that the president was ungrateful and wouldn't be sitting. I think here's the thing, man. I think that Musk, I don't know. I bet Mark Dice will have a video about it tomorrow. He probably will. But here's the thing I'm thinking. It's two chiefs, two guys that I would consider, I guess you would say, fairly alpha, right? I don't like using the term alpha, beta. I really don't. I really avoid those terms, but in this instance, it kind of makes sense. They're two alpha dudes. And they're used to being in power to some degree of what's going on. They're very demanding people. Trump and Musk are both demanding people. This makes perfect sense to me that they would be battling each other. They are two different individuals at the end of the day. You know, one built his empire in real estate. The other built his empire well, he started PayPal. Well, he started his empire in tech, and Trump's really got his empire going through real estate. They are both moguls of a different breed. And I do think that because they are two different types of people, they may have personalities that clash with each other, and it just ends up not working at all. Just like the situation with my job. I have a clash of personality with my lead to the point where I don't know if I want to go back. Mr. Donaldson says, I heard Elon was upset about Trump's bill being wasteful after he worked hard to save tax money. I don't really know. Yeah, it's the big beautiful bill. I do know that is one of the biggest spats they've had. I think he's a little upset about. What I think he's upset about is the kind of getting rid of some of the EV mandates and stuff like that. I think that some of the things that gave Musk an advantage with his company Tesla, some of those things some of those advantages will be gone, I think, because of that bill. And I think that's what makes Musk upset. I don't know all the details to know bits and pieces. And as I always say, do the research yourself. This is not really a politics channel, oddly enough, even though I talk about my love of Donald Trump. I'm really more of a fanboy than a true politics follower. I just like Donald Trump. I really do. I don't think he's the best guy in the world, but I like him. So it's just the way it is, man. And DT, baby. But you guys, we got Michael Donaldson as our first off. Michael Donaldson was our first ever super chatter and is our first ever member of the Michael Garza show. So everybody give a round of applause once again to Mr. Donaldson for being the first in a lot of things on this channel. So, if there's one person who comes first, it's Michael Donaldson. Yeah, I'm just kidding, man. I know you last. I bet you last a while in the sheets, G-Dog. No Diddy. Donaldson says, your stance on politics is what got me to subscribe in the beginning. Oh, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I will admit, I do read some headlines. I read some of the news out there, but I don't like to go too deep into it. I think the deeper you go into some of it, sometimes you go into a rabbit hole, and you have to just kind of take what you know, take some of your experience, analyze it to the best of your ability, and you're not going to get it right 100% of the time. That's the thing for me. A lot of my analysis is probably wrong. All I know is that focus. Hold on, the focus is going out. All right. All I know is that I'm a Trump fanboy, right? I voted for him in 2016. I voted for him in 2020. Voted for him in 2024. And yeah, still a huge fanboy. But yeah, I made sure my ballot was good when I handed it in. Like, I also mailed it in very early. The moment I got it, I turned it in, man. So, yeah. I'd rather have Vance in my pants than walls in my balls, man. But yeah, overall, with the whole politics thing, I like kind of delving into it every now and then. And am I a Trump sexual? Sure. I'm very Trump sexual. I think he's fantastic. Does Elon hating Trump make me hate Elon? No. I still think that both Trump and Elon are both great dudes. They're just two dudes that can't see eye to eye, and they're having a bit of a falling out, and it's unfortunate. They didn't last as long as I thought they would, and things happen. Yager's Farm says we have storms just coming in. Shit. Dude, what kind of storms, my man? Hopefully nothing too deadly. Yoggers needs to member up. I appreciate it, but no, I don't want to force anybody to member up. If only if Yoggers wants to, though. Only if Yoggers wants to. I want people becoming a member to be a choice, not a pressure thing. I want to encourage it, but never pressure it. But since I do want to advertise it though. You can become a channel member to keep keep everything good, to keep the lights on for the show. Thunderstorms. Oh shit. Shit, man. Hey, stay safe, brother. How big are these thunderstorms, by the way? Like, hopefully not too intense. Are the animals safe? I'm really concerned more about, I know you're gonna be good, Mr. Jim, but are at least the animals hopefully in some sort of shelter, at least able to be under some sort of cover. Got to protect them animals. That's crazy though, man. I just stay safe out there, brother. Let's see, Yager's Farm says bus as ya nuts. The horses are standing in the pasture. Okay, good. Oh wait, they're standing in the pasture. Wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, they're crazy. I hope they end up being okay. Oklahoma, yep. Man, just be careful, dude. Be careful. I honestly hope your horses at least go get their shelter, man. I'm hoping they get that shelter, brother. I will say though, I am a little bit tired. I am past my bedtime. I decided not to go into work tomorrow. I had speaking of falling, it's funny. Elon Musk and Donald Trump had a falling out. I have had a major falling out with my employer, and I'm definitely going to use my PTO, not going to work tomorrow. Calling out, obviously, through proper channels, doing the responsible thing. But they're going to have to fire me, because if I quit, I get nothing. If I get fired and I'm not underperforming, I can at least get some form of unemployment. So I ain't leaving without a fight. Basically, my work is trying to push me out, and it's pretty stupid. So I know my job. I've been at the job for 12 years. I've done a very good job. I've even been doing a good job now, but it's frustrating. Anyway, but yeah, as the horses do, man. That makes sense. Michael Donaldson says, might be eating some horse tomorrow if things don't go. Oh, jeez. Storms have my phone buffering. Horses enjoy the... Yeah, no, storms, absolutely, man. Especially if you're... Oof. Just stay safe out there, man. Mr. Yager, stay safe. Shit, man. Shit. I guess we're going to go over the spout, though. The falling out that Musk and... I can't believe Tesla shares fell 14%. That's insane, man. So here's what Trump said. The president said Musk, who stepped down from his role as the president's cost-cutting czar last week, was suffering from Trump derangement syndrome and opposed the mega bill because of its rollback of electric vehicle tax credits. Trump also threatened to eliminate government subsidies and contracts for Musk. Okay. For Musk businesses, okay, that makes sense. I can see why Trump might be, not Trump, but Musk might be a little angry. But I don't know if it's really justified. I mean, his company should not be running on government subsidies for so long. So I don't know. Yager said, I won't ever eat horse. We know that you wouldn't, man. We know you wouldn't. Donaldson, yeah, Donaldson's just kidding. We all know Donaldson's just a joker, man. He's a joker. In a good way, though. In a good way. But yeah, man. Oh, man. Those horses are probably getting they're probably getting a nice bath out there. However, there are some crazy mofos who do eat horse meat. I don't know. Horses are such majestic creatures, man. I think the only time it would be justified to eat horse meat would be like if the horse actually, died of natural causes, stuff like that. So I don't know, man. Horses are majestic creatures, though. Martin says Yager's farm you probably already have. Breaks. Oh, jeez. Let's see. Yager's farm says it breaks my heart when. Yeah, I'm sad that Musk broke up with Trump. But I think it was probably bound to happen. I didn't really predict it would happen so soon. I predicted that they might have a bit of a clash of personalities at some point. They are two very different people. And while they are both go-getters, they are action takers. They're men of action. They, when they want to do something, they go out and do it 110%. Those types of people, man, their personalities, sometimes they clash. And that's the unfortunate part, man. I don't like to see that. Because I think that, if I'm going to be honest, I think Musk and Trump made a hell of a team. Musk is brilliant. Trump's brilliant too in his own ways. But Trump is good at organizing talent and getting that talent together. So that matters. Arton, nah, not me. Michael Donaldson says, I have a suspicion that Taco Bell might be... Oh, that wouldn't surprise me, man. Taco Bell, I question all the ingredients in Taco Bell, except for I love the Diablo sauce. I'm a hypocrite. I do love the Diablo sauce. Shit. Okay, you guys, I am a little bit tired. I didn't realize how tired I was until then. I'm gonna get some sleep. I'll catch you all later. I'm out. I'm gonna do some live streaming tomorrow. Michael Donaldson, the Joker. Donaldson's a funny mofo, man. He's a good man. He's a fun. I love Yoggers. Let's see. No, Michael, never. Oh man. I mean, I honestly, I question Taco Bell. I question the majority of the ingredients that are. Ugh. Oh man. Martin says I eat horse meat because I have put it in the ready-to-eat meals. Nobody knows if they put raw meat. It's rat meat. Oh, fucking crazy. Later, Mr. Donaldson. Thank you, by the way. Big shout out to Mr. Donaldson, first channel member. You witnessed it here, folks. First off, he was the first person to super chat when I got super chats enabled, so he's the first there. Mr. Donaldson is also the first to be a member of the show, and even if Donaldson's only a member for just a month, I appreciate even giving me 99 cents. But Yoggers Farm said Martin, not me. MD, I just got here. But yeah, I wanted to make sure that the membership tiers were the lowest possible price that YouTube would allow. I was really hoping that they would just let me just do flat out 99 cents and then let everybody have all the perks of being a member. Yager says, I don't eat fast food ever. I get it. Man. Man, fast food is, I honestly do eat it every now and then if I'm like, it's not good for me, I know, but it is a guilty pleasure for sure. Good night, Big Daddy, says Yoggers. Good night, Mr. Yoggers. I appreciate you, bud. Good night, Mr. Donaldson. Good night, Martin. I appreciate all three of you dudes hanging out with me while I watch Star Trek videos. Also, big shout out to Sammy Boy was on here earlier. Tanya Marie was saying some stuff I didn't understand. I have no idea what she was saying. I'm trying to remember everybody else. My boy Nathan was on for a bit. Who else was on? Some other people were probably on, but either way, we had a good crew of people tonight, and that was really awesome. And shout out to everybody who, just everybody in general. Mr. Donaldson said it's $12 a year, no worries. Well, I appreciate it big time, man. That's why I wanted to keep it low, man. I don't want people to fork out an arm and a leg for this show. Work does go into it. That's for sure. Work goes into making this show, but I want to keep the prices as low as possible. And here's the thing. I'm still going to keep the show free. I just want everybody to know that. It's going to be rare for me to do I'm going to still do exclusive content, but I'm still going to do the main show and then kind of a backstage show for members only. So that's going to, like a members only live stream. That's going to be kind of a backstage experience for everybody, which will be fun. I think it'll be pretty exciting. It's raining big time loud. Oh no. Man, just stay safe, Yoggers, man. Stay safe, bro. I will say, let me know how everything's going out there with those storms. If you want, you can send me an email, garzamedias@gmail.com. You can leave me a comment on any of my videos. I'll be able to see the comment. Just however you want to communicate, man. Just let me know that you're safe in some way, by the end of this, bro. We need more Garza now. Oh, Jesus Christ. I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it. But no, I'm a little tired. I do got to get my mussy to bed. I'm probably going to do DoorDash at some point tomorrow, some DoorDash deliveries. I'm not too sure. But I'll probably end up doing that Saturday. I think that's probably what I'll do, Saturday, DoorDash and stuff. But we shall see.